Let's talk about some things that TikTok has made us feel are very, very normal in terms of our consumption habits that actually are not super normal. And if your life doesn't look like this, or if you're not doing these things, but every single time you get on this app and you see influencers doing it and you're like, does everybody live this way? Does everyone's life except for mine look like this? I just want you to know you're not alone. Like, let's just bring attention to it and let's talk about these things that seem normal but aren't normal. Number one is wearing a new outfit every single day. Like, you guys know these videos I'm talking about where they're like in their bathrooms in the morning and they're just like ripping open like a new package that they got and they're putting on like a fresh workout suit to like go to the gym every single day. It's like, are people actually wearing like a different, fresh, brand new outfit every single day and then they only wear it once and then they never wear it again? Okay, that is not normal. Second thing that is not normal is going to Target and just walking around Target and just letting Target tell you what you need, having an unlimited budget and just walking around the store, just like throwing stuff in your cart and then leaving and probably spending $500 on one Target trip, okay? That is not normal. Next thing, having a 10 to 15 step skincare routine. And every single step in the skincare routine is like this high-end product. Each product in the skincare routine probably costs anywhere from like $50 to $100, and there's 15 different steps of it, okay? Not normal. It is totally fine if your skincare routine is like a couple of steps. Last one is having just like a stack of the same product. So what I mean on this one is you have like 10 different foundations, or you have like 50 different candles, or you have like 25 different like tumbler cups. Overconsumption on this app is absolutely wild. And I want you to know that if your life does not look like the lives of the influencers that you see on this app, it is okay. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your life. You are exactly where you need to be. See all these influencers living their lives and they look gorgeous and beautiful, and it looks so fun just to be able to like go out and go to Target and Sephora and Ulta and just be able to buy whatever you want, whenever you want. Not only is that not realistic, but also don't fall into the lie of overconsumption that more is better. I have been there, okay? I have been in tens of thousands of dollars worth of credit card debt that I've had to work really, really hard to pay off and stay out of. I'm somebody who in the past has really, really struggled with impulse shopping and overspending. It's something that I still honestly struggle with today, where I have to catch myself and practice discipline in this area. But I just want to be a voice here on this app and on the internet telling you that wherever you are is exactly where you're supposed to be financially. There's nothing fun, there's nothing sexy, there's nothing alluring about digging yourself in a hole, about being in debt and constantly being stretched, about over consuming and having your life and your environment cluttered and a mess and piling up with stuff that you don't even use. And ultimately, I think we all know this, that it's more about the high of the buy. It's more about just going out and consuming this stuff. And then once we get it, we realize like, why did I do this? I don't really even want this. I'm not really going to use it. This didn't change my life the way that I thought it would. It's not making me happy or confident or fulfilled the way that I thought it would. So keep all of this in mind when you're scrolling on this app and you're seeing people living their lives. It's okay if your life doesn't look that way. I always used to have to tell myself when I was getting out of debt, I would tell myself, I am enough, I have enough, and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And so I will tell you, you are enough. You have enough, and you are exactly where you're meant to be.
Your number one wealth building tool is your income. All of the millionaires that we interview, unless they inherited the money, which is very, very few of them, less than 10% of them inherited the money, did it by saving and investing their income. They did not give their income to Sally Mae. They did not give their income to Best Buy. They don't get screwed around and give their income to Lexus and Toyota and Ford and General Motors and American Distress and MasterCard. Who named that anyway? It's a mathematical thing. When you give your income to someone else, you don't have it anymore. This is hard. This is hard, isn't it? And when you give your income away, you have given up your economic future. All for crap. For a stinking flat screen. And listen, let me just tell you, here's the deal. You know, of the number of people that start college, how many graduate? 52%. That's an investment in my future. Said the other 48% that are sitting at home with no freaking degree, but by God, they got the student loan debt. And you know how you get rid of Sally Mae? You either pay her off in full or you die. That's the only way that woman goes away. It's not bankruptable. It is not an investment in yourself to borrow, even if it is an investment. We don't borrow money for investments. We don't borrow money for investments. I don't teach people to borrow money. The borrower is slave to the lender. That's what this math says. When you give up your income, when you give your income away, you have nothing. All the money comes in. All the money goes out. But by God, we're sitting around counting our Discover points. Oh, we got airline miles. Oh, Sally Mae's been with us for 15 freaking years in our spare bedroom. All because we called it an investment. I don't understand why it's bad. It's bad because it's stupid and you're normal. 70% of the Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That's stupid because you're living in one of the wealthiest countries the world has ever known, and there you sit like a rat in a wheel. Run, 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 run. Why? Because student loans are an investment and I'm going to Best Buy. This is just stupid. It's stupid on steroids. Really, seriously, you've got to stop and think. A level of people's ability to do critical thought is almost zero. Good Lord. I'll get airline miles. Said no millionaire ever. Really, millionaires do. I met with thousands and thousands of millionaires. I've never met one that said, you know, Dave, I made my money with my airline miles. Oh, those Discover points broke me through financially. Hey, let's do the math, okay? You know how you get $1,000 back from Discover? You spend $100,000. How does spending $100,000 to get $1,000 back ever make you rich? Where did you take your math class? Really? This is absolutely ludicrous. But everybody's counting their dadgum points, and everybody's trying to figure out some way I'm beating up on Chase. Chase is kicking your butt. Their building's bigger than yours, and their furniture's nicer than yours. You ought to have a clue by now. At the car payment, I got a car payment bigger than your house payment, some of you. Average car payment in America now is $499. That's suspiciously like $500. If you take $500 a month and invest it from age 30 to age 70, you'll have, would you believe it? You're going to have over $5 million. And you scratch your head and wonder why you're freaking broke. God, no wonder your students have student loans, because you're driving a dadgum $1 million car, $2 million, $3 million car. That's what it's costing you with your stupid car payment to impress somebody at a stoplight that you will never meet, and the thing's going down in value like a rock. We have to stop and think, America. You have to think instead of sitting around eating Skittles and watching Oprah reruns. This is stupid. We're fat and we're broke because we have no ability to do critical thought, and we don't stop and look at what we're putting into our lives. This is nuts. It's nuts. It's completely out of control. I mean, the number of people I've talked to just today with $25,000 and $30,000 owed on their stupid car. It's a car. Good God. It's a car. What does it do? It takes you from here to there. Now, I don't mind you having a $25,000 car. All of my cars cost more than $25,000, but I freaking paid for them, and they're a very small percentage of my life, a very small percentage of my income. Think. Seriously. So, credit cards, stupid. Student loans, stupid. Car payments, stupid on steroids. Borrowing money on your house to put granite countertops in. Somebody ought to smack you. That's stupid. It's stupid. You have to stop and think again. It's because you're killing yourself. You make enough money to retire a millionaire or a multimillionaire. You make enough money that your kids ought to have a college fund fully funded and they can go to school without being part of the freaking student loan crisis. But by God, you had to have a bass boat so you're $32,000 in debt because those fish were outrunning you. God, think. Think! Quit being grown-up children walking around in grown-up bodies. Children walking around in grown-up bodies. Adults devise a plan and follow it. Children do what feels good. This ridiculous, impulsive nature of we think we're going to borrow our way into wealth it's out of control, guys. We've got to stop this.
This girl's video, and she was discussing how people are able to afford all of these accessories and clothing items and just spend extreme amounts of money on material items. And so many people in the comments were saying, oh, it's credit card debt or Afterpay.
And so if you're anything like me, just a normal person with a normal job in this shit-ass economy that can't afford anything these days except your bare necessities, then you've slacked on paying some of your bills. And that's okay. This is a no judgment zone because I haven't paid all my bills either. And I'm really slacking, especially on my credit card bills. And I'm going to keep it real. I don't give a shit about shit I bought last year or 6 months ago or when I swiped the credit card. I don't fucking care. Thanks for letting me have that stuff. I don't have the money to pay you back right now. So I used to be really religious with this. Like I would send a set amount of money each month and just auto pay the credit card so it would keep my balance down, so that I didn't fall behind. Well, about 7 months ago, I took it off auto pay. And for about 6 months religiously now, like every day, multiple times a day, they're calling to get their money. We all got a job to do. And I know that you're tired of dialing my fucking number and I'm not picking up the phone. So I accidentally answered one of their calls in the car the other day. My car hooks to my phone. So if you hit a button on the steering wheel, then it automatically answers. And it was Teresa from, Credit One or Capital, one of those that I have. And she goes, hi, this is Teresa, and I'm calling for Brandy. I'm from the credit card service. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to answer this phone call. Like, I'm really sorry about that. I don't have your money. Like, that's why I don't answer the phone or the emails that you sent me. And this bitch, she goes, well, we're like 2 steps away from sending it to collections, and that's really going to affect your credit. Teresa, do you not know that also not paying your credit card bill plummets your fucking credit? You might as well take my credit score out back and fucking put it out of its misery, Teresa. Do you also realize that right now, my credit score means absolute fuck all nothing to me? Like, do I look like I'm buying a house? Do I look like I'm buying a car? Does it look like I can afford to buy anything ever again? Teresa, I'm going to save us both the time here. Just send it to collections now because between now and next month when you keep trying to call me, nothing's going to change. Nothing. So sorry about that, but thanks for all the stuff I bought on the credit card. I don't know what to tell you, and it's going to sit in collections too. I really, food, house payment, car payment, insurance, medicine, clothes, bare necessities. That's all I got the money for right now. Everything else, I could care fucking less. If you want to throw, I've been in collections my whole fucking life, Teresa. Set it to collections. And she just hung up on me. I don't think she had a pleasant time talking to me, and that's okay. That's fine.
Good night. Pick a bed and go to sleep.
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
Bye-bye.